Hello, my name is Gabe Zollner. You know what's really interesting is this Robert Menendez, this Democratic senator. Well, we also know that he did hire a sex offender for his campaign, and an illegal sex offender at that, right? But anyway, seems to sort of gravitate around those kind of activities because he's also now dealing with charges that he had sex in the Dominican Republic with girls that were like 15 or 16 years old. And now he's coming back saying that those are unsubstantiated allegations. Well, they're only unsubstantiated because nobody had a camera when he was doing what he was doing. Why else would he have gone there as many times as he did? You know what I found really interesting too is that he paid his doctor buddy, who owned the jet, I think $58,000, 2 years after the events. And what's surprising is the doctor never asked him for the money. I guess Menendez just probably felt he better do that because when it comes out and uncovered, he's going to have a bigger problem. But I think paying 2 years later, and in all probability, the money went from Menendez to the doctor, and from the doctor back to Menendez. I don't know that to be the case, but we're willing to bet that's how it sort of went. And what's interesting is Menendez needs to step down and resign. He's also part of the 8, these senators. Like you got Jeff Flake. Well, Jeff Flake's a flake, and he's going to go anywhere that McCain goes as far as how he's going to vote. And McCain is part of this new group of 8. You've got Senator Lindsey Graham, a Republican, and you've got Senator Rand Paul's making sort of noises going in that direction as far as immigration. And you've actually got Senator Marco Rubio. Well, I mean, come on. His parents are from Cuba, and he's going to support that kind of immigration. I think really what's going on is the Republicans are running a little bit scared, and they want to try to get some of the Hispanic votes. But the reality is votes don't matter, And the reason they don't matter is because the absentee ballots trump anything and everything. Yeah, that's how the Chicago machine pulled off the last 2 presidential elections. Absentee ballots. They worked like a charm. That's how you got that Minnesota senator in, Yeah, he got in through absentee ballots. That's how he got in. Anyway, it is what it is. And I think people should contact Menendez, tell him to step down, tell him to step aside. Yeah, you could have made a mistake in hiring that illegal sex offender, alien, but hey, you got caught. The girls were 16 years old that you were having sex with. You're a dirty old man, that's what you are. Anyway, and now you're saying they don't have proof because these are just allegations? Well, yeah, I mean, they're telling the truth and you're not. Why don't you go under a lie detector, huh? Why don't you have the FBI conduct a lie detector test on you, huh? Yeah, right. The needle will be bouncing like this, If that's the way it bounces for guilty people, I don't know. But anyway, I think it's just a real joke. I think it's just a complete joke. I think it's a little too late for the Republican Party. And, these Republican senators, they need to kick it in gear and stay in line. They don't do that. If you take a look at Flake's voting record as a congressman, I mean, he very seldom voted party line. He's like one of those renegades. Yeah, that's what he is. He's lived off the dole for the last 10 years and hasn't do it for another 6 years. Sickening, that's what it is.